Hello viewers, and welcome to our second part of our Grid 2 coverage. This time we're on the Autosport circuit, and again here, first time, let's get on there, let's just have a drive and let's get to the lead, let's get all these guys out of the way. Again, no clean driving, I'm not interested in that. We just want to get past everybody and get in the lead. Now you can see me going on the inside there. I've now learned that the quickest way to overtake everybody there is around the outside. So in this entire video I'm taking the inside line, take the outside, you go around them on the outside, overtake them every time. Through this corner we're going through a slowing period here, so all the AI tend to slow quite unpredictably there, which meant I could just go through. And that's one thing about this video, is you'll see me occasionally smack into the back of the AI, and that's because they occasionally brake unexpectedly early, like there. So you're just avoiding them best you can, but sometimes it's unavoidable if you're in a braking zone, of course, or acceleration zone and you've committed to accelerating. But either way, looks fantastic, great feeling of speed, really nice tarmac texture, lighting and everything else. It'll be interesting to see, you know, bearing in mind this is built around the PC, this version as I understand it. It'll be interesting to see how the console versions perform, but certainly Codemasters tech should apply itself well to 60 frames on the new consoles. So closing up around the outside there, and now working my way on to the leaders. I didn't know how long I had to really get there, so I didn't want them getting away. I did run a clean race after this just to see how well I could run it cleanly, and it's a much tighter race in terms of getting past everybody, because you do have just the 4 or 5 laps to get past everyone. There's only really 2 clean areas where you can overtake, maybe 3 depends how clean you want to be, how risky. But there's no risk for, as I say, I went up the inside there, I should have gone up the outside, and you just drive around these guys. It's quite a late apex there. Sweep through here, get lots of speed. But again, the same thing as in the first video. If you turn into a high-speed corner, the car's always starting to lose a bit of traction. So it's not a simulator, it's never meant to be. It's a grid game, that's fine. It feels like grid, I've got no problem with that. It feels more Grid 1 than Grid 2, which is a good thing. But again, Grid 2 for me had some cars which were good fun, and a lot of cars that weren't. So you know, I'd really like to see the full package, test out more cars before I come to any kind of conclusive opinion. But we take the lead either way, and now we're just moving on. Now the next couple of laps, again, I've reached that point where I was using the other cars as brake markers, and I suddenly don't know where the line is, so I drive off the track nearly there and there. But either way, it doesn't matter. My next go after this, I took much better lines through all the corners, and I learned it all. But I wanted to give you guys again the first experience. You know, it's not always about after you've played it and got good at it. It's about learning it and the experience and the enjoyment from learning. And in that sense, I found it a lot of fun. You can see here I've picked up the circuit really quickly. You know, I still don't know it yet, but I'm learning it corner by corner and trying different lines through the corners and different gears. You need to try different techniques. You know, one thing about grid was always that kind of opposite lock through each corner, and again here I'm lifting a little bit there. I'm very progressive through that final corner. Maybe I should be flat out, maybe I should be sliding the car through that corner. I have no idea yet. So again here, I went off here before, didn't I? I didn't this time because I learnt the line, and that's what it is when you're learning these driving games. I mean, obviously a lot of you watching this video are going to be racing experts. You're probably on iRacing or something of that ilk you play that's a sort of a sim, and you're all really good at this stuff. But of course we all begin somewhere, and I think moving from iRacing to grid, that's quite a transformation. So on the latter part of this final lap, got to grips with this circuit. I like the circuit. I could do many laps on this circuit and enjoy it and find a lot more time. And it's certainly something I'll come back to in later videos. But so far so good. These are the 2 open wheel races that are available in the current build, and we'll be testing some more cars, but there'll be more from me very soon.